Hello and welcome back to another episode of Diaries of Death in World of Warcraft. My name is Syken and today we're continuing our Dead is Dead hardcore adventure on the official servers of World of Warcraft, Stitches to be precise. It's the server that I'm playing on. So Frost Mage. We have finally made our way to the Badlands. On hardcore it's a bit more of a journey, I shall say, because you don't want to be tagged by any of the guards. I could have gone here earlier, I think a couple of levels, and that would have not meant that some of the quests here are green now, but who cares? I'll do them anyways and we'll have some fun. The follow-up quests will potentially be a little bit higher of level. The one thing that we need to look out for in this zone is a dragon called Hermatus. Hermatus is a level 50 elite dragon and he is in a particular bad mood. He's typically patrolling around here, but he tends to also be here sometimes, so just watch out for kind of a massive dragon as and when that appears. We need to run. I also made it to level 47, as you can see, just delivering a couple of quests really. Got our bandages up to rune cloth. Not that we're having rune cloth at the moment, but that will come over time. But I'm now at the highest level of bandages. Also the other trade skills, cooking is looking very strong. Getting there eventually. And alchemy isn't bad either, 240. Getting the higher level stuff now. This region here has a notorious dungeon called Overman. I am honestly not sure if anyone wants to run it. It's a great dungeon, I like it, but it is notorious for many ways that are misleading. You're getting lost in it. The bosses need a little bit extra explanation, and if the tank doesn't really fully know what they are doing, it can spill doom. A couple of the bosses also don't let you open the doors once you engage them. So it's a bit of a challenge. I would love to run it because I think it's a fun dungeon and I would love to show you guys more dungeon experience, but there's only so much I can do on a server with, I mean, look at the population at the moment. So this here is my bracket. I have one warrior who I, by the way, already contacted whether or not they want to do a dungeon. He categorically doesn't want to do dungeons for whatever reason. We got one healer and then a lot of DPS, and this here is essentially, I suspect many of them are offline farming, gold farmers that are using scripts to slowly level up and just skinning to sell stuff and then sell the gold. So yeah, that's the population at the moment. You don't need to feel bad for it. I think Stitches on the horde side is a bit abandoned. There's one guild that I have already joined, which does end-game content, so at least that is available. But the very close to end-game content, I think many of the people that are leveling and are in that bracket are so afraid of losing their character and would rather take the safe route in the last 10 levels, either grind or do a couple of quests, which I can understand. For a Dead is Dead series like the one that I'm planning here, of course it sucks a little bit because I want to showcase these dungeons for you guys. So if I can make it work, I will make it work. There is only so much that I can do. It's not fully in my power. So let's start with looking at the quest. We're getting these elemental rock shards. Then we need to get coyote jawbones and crack coyote fangs, a couple of buzzard wings. So we just really need to clean up the Badlands, it seems. On top of it, we do have Sign of Earth. What is that? Oh, we need to kill boss Throgul. Yeah, I saw him already. That is a fun one because he has a little entourage. If I recall correctly, 3 or 4 people even. So that'll be an interesting fight. Anyways, shortly finishing my point with the dungeons. There are a couple of dungeons at this level where I just couldn't find a group so far. One being Maraudon, which is a dungeon in Desolate. Cool dungeon, very nice design, a little bit druidic in its inspiration, so I wanted to showcase that, but people are not running Maraudon whatsoever. Then another dungeon is Uldaman, we just talked about that, so that's unfortunately not going as well. And another one that I needed to skip was Gnome Regan, which granted is a little bit lower level, but the challenge is it's far in ally territory. Although you have a teleporter, people tend to not be willing to go there. And then secondly, the enemies there, the normal enemies, require a little bit of explanation. And it's a funny thing because in hardcore, since your character is so closely bound to what the others are doing in the dungeon, there is no such thing as, yeah, let's just wing it, the guy doesn't know what they are doing. Typically that spills doom for everyone, and hence people are rather skipping on it and doing their own stuff, which is okay. Maybe in a future playthrough I'll let you guys vote which class we're going, and maybe we do have a tanking or healing class, then it will be easier to just do the dungeons, even if no one really is available. But yeah, okay, let me finish the elementals here, and then we'll continue with the next question. Alright, cleared an entire nest of vultures, and now it's coyote time. Let's go. I promise you, the Badlands have never been so coyote-free like they are now. A farmer could put their cattle here and nothing would happen. Anyways, continuing the grind. And we run into boss Thogrun, the guy that we need to kill. What a good or nice coincidence. Fantastic. So, for starters, with different armor. Oh, that's a lot of ogres there. And not a lot of room to maneuver. Need to clear this one out. I'll wait a little bit. Part of me considers whether or not we're just AoEing this. He has a lot of entourage. I just need a little bit of room for that. This here could work, but a buzzard is in the way. We could go for it. That's like 2, 4, 6. If I cluster them up nicely with my improved blizzard, I should be able to pull it off. Famous last words, I know. You know, we may need to kill him. So might as well start with that, and then let these guys charge in. It's not even close to a full control there. It's fine. Never mind, that is much easier. I would have AoE'd them. No thumbs given there. That's the cleaner way of doing it. Besides, the boulder thrower would have sucked for Blizzard. Alright, continuing to grind this stuff here. I, by the way, stand corrected. There's more than just a dragon here. There is the Ultra Vulture Zarin Coil. One that we don't want to mess with. 55 elite. I marked him. And we're holding our sweet, sweet distance from it. This guy unfortunately could end us really, really quickly. Good. As for the grind, it continues. Almost done with the coyotes. And the only thing that's needed are a couple of buzzards and a bit of elemental shard. And then we are on the next iteration of quests, hopefully a little bit higher level ones. Fabulous, we're done with the quests. Got all of the little quest items, and now it's just a matter of handing everything in, potentially also emptying our backpacks. I've collected quite a few herbs and could deposit them in the bank, maybe make a couple more potions. But let's go and trade in the quest first. For starters, we are getting the coyotes. That's not bad. Then a nice little follow-up quest here. And a follow-up quest there. Yeah, the Broken Alliance. No, Hermesis is a 50 dragon. Nah, that's not going to happen, bruh. No, no, no. Not without any support. Alright, we're back in Feralis, not only because we had a couple of quests to hand in, but also, to be fair, we need an area where we can have end 40s quests, and that here is going to be it. By the way, I traded in a last mechanical chicken in Booty Bay, and we now have an official mechanical chicken companion. Leave a comment in the section down below and let me know how we should call it. Currently it's just called mechanical chicken, but we need a cooler name than that. Wouldn't you agree? Hot wolf ribs, that's something that we definitely would want to have. Because that was also one of the reasons why I came here. Badlands gave us quite a few wolf ribs actually. There we go. And all we need is hot spices. Let's get them and make the hot ribs. Cool. So food buffs are important, even if you don't get levels off of it. I still perceive them to be very important. We got a couple of quests here. Finding some natural materials, some encrusted materials there. We definitely want the Rage Scar Yetis and Hippogriffs. Maybe we get the Resident Sinew out of it. Up here will be a little bit more challenging. Good, off we go. For starters, we're going to do the collection quest wherever we can. And I don't think that we completely need to be level 50 in order to do it, so we're going to see. There we go, got a splintered log. We need 2 of these and a couple of encrusted materials here, and then we're going to do this next. Time to kill a couple of these small darters. Remember how they used to resist all of the spells? Yeah, now that they are it's no longer the case. They still have mana burn, they still suck, but it's going to be much more palatable for us. Fast forwarding. Good. Next up, we arrive at our hippogriffs, which is going to be our next target. Gotta farm a couple of these bad boys here for 10 hippogriff risk. And sincerely hope that stuff is dropping regularly, elsewise it's going to be another farm fest. They just turned green. Oh, and we got sinew from them as well, which is not bad. So that's a 2-for-1 deal for me. So yeah, like I said, we need to do sinew and the musk, and maybe a couple of fragments. We're going to see. In any event, I'll just plow ahead and fast forward that part for you. Our grind is working very well. These guys are falling super fast, to be expected from a mob a few levels below you. And we have this extra quest with the musk that we need to capture. So every second pull, besides looting them, I can also update another quest. So in reality a 3-for-1, not only a 2-for-1. Really good quest density here in terms of mobs that we're taking for just a single quest. Okay, so that has taken much longer than expected, but after killing about 50 of these things, we got all of our materials for the natural material quest, so we don't even need to fight level 48, 49 elites, which is great. Took a little bit longer, but XP was good, so everything is fine. Now the only thing that we need is Rage Scar Yeti hides. These Yetis here do not qualify for the more pristine hides. We need the Rage Scar Yetis, and that's where we're going. After a little bit back and forth, we're at the Rage Scar's hideout, and there are already a couple of Rage Scar Yetis, so they are in the right level for us. And have a decent but not too much hit points, decent amount but not too much. So I think I'll just plow away here and get going. I'll show you 2 or 3, and then the rest is off camera. So these guys have Ren Flash, which is a dot, and they enrage, like the name suggests. Duh. There we go, and then there is a repeatable quest for the perfect Yeti hide. Might as well take that one. Alright, fast forwarding a little bit for you. Alright, we're done with the Yetis. And not only did we successfully get all of that, we also had a nice little drop of a quest item that allows us to start a drop on quest called the perfect hide, perfect Yeti hide, that is. And that's exactly what we're now going to do. We're trading in all of our quests here in Feralis in the hopes of getting closer to level 48. I think Feralis doesn't have on this, there are now going to be huge follow-up quests. Feralis doesn't have currently any more quests for us, which means we might need to go to a Daenerys to get another set of quests, or actually go to the hinterlands. If we make it to 48, I think that's a good point to go to the hinterlands and start questing there. So that wouldn't be too bad. Let me figure it out. Alright, back, and we have a lot of quests to turn in. Hippographs. Fantastic for our quest, lovely. Natural materials, very good. That's a good start. Improved quality, thank you. And the perfect height, thank you as well. Very good. We got a lot of experience out of it. So our follow-up quests ask us to collect the Dragon Fairy Muzak, and that I think is the last quest here. And then, like I mentioned, we're going to go maybe shortly to Daenerys or Hinterlands. Hinterlands maybe even better. We're very close to level 48 now, so it's good. Let me grind through the fairy dragons one more time, and then we should be done here. That was a quick affair. We basically just went in, got our little muskets from the corpses, and we are back in action. So let's trade in that quest, and we still have Sting Lasher available. I think that's a name down there. Surprised that I've overlooked the Sting Lasher thing. Because Sting Lasher should be relatively straightforward. It says available quest Sting Lasher. Maybe it is, if you kill him, he drops a quest item. Gosh, these things here are elusive, man. We need to kill 3 of them. Not only are they on a long respawn timer, they have a huge radius where they can control. They are non-aggressive, so as long if you don't need them, there is almost no interaction with them. Problem is, we need 3 of these bad boys for our latest Muscus quest. So got the one down here, up there. Alright, a man of word. I went to Daenerys and we got a couple of ogres. We got Thristle Shop Valley. I think these are bugs in Laden Dew. More ogres, even more ogres, and survival gear. I would say we're starting with the survival gear down there, and then moving our way through here. Enforce us. Yeah, we're just moving our way through here and then going there. Alright, let's go. Alright, first stop. We're going into the hive here. Prepping correctly, and then we're going to go in. These bugs are still scary, even though I'm relatively high level for Daenerys' purpose. But yeah, we can't just go in. And I can tell you bugs are going to be very, very annoying later, because these are hard enemies and there are a lot of them. Good, we're going to get the survival or surveillance gear right over at the other side. Perfect, we are at the location where the surveillance gear is supposed to sit. I need the head of a gaping chasm. That looks like a scrimshark. That is where you find the equipment. Okay, so potentially at the bottom of this. Wonderful. also there are many wandering patrols, so this is actually a little bit more dangerous than it might look. There are many wandering patrols. These guys also do have nasty debuffs, so yeah, I have quite a bit of respect for these things. Okay, if it is not up there, then it must be downstairs, which means quite literally in the hive. Yeah, let's wait the patrol real quickly. Good time to go for the orange. You will likely resist quite a few of our spells. And there we go. Can't sheep them. Try that again once we're out of combat. Yeah, lack of crowd control. I forgot about that. Oh, and poison. I forgot about that as well. Just disengaging. Okay, let's try that again. This time we made it all the way to the entrance. Gosh, I hate them so much. Well, these guys are a pain in the rear. Okay, not sure how far we need to get in. This is going to be tough. Good. So I think we need to go left and then we should be almost there. Another swarm of fantastic. these guys resist. I do not know if I can do that quest safely. I think we're calling the mission abort, and we'll come back to it a bit later. No point in risking anything, specifically not for a random quest. I'm not going to hype up the bugs the entire time just to then die to them due to cautious or reckless playing. No, we're going to do that. There will be a quest and they will come back. If I was 50-51, that would be a different story, but as it stands, not so much. Fighting orange mobs in with ads in a small corridor where you can't control them. That's a recipe for disaster. So let's move on. We're going to take some ogres instead. Ogres, on the other hand, very much a different topic. I mean, just look at them. Not only are they cute, they have so much less health. You can crowd control them. They walk slower. They have no special abilities. They just drop dead to the ground. So, granted, they are one level lower than the counterparts, but just look at that compared to the bugs. It's not even the same league. The only thing that I now need to make sure is not to just randomly kill them, but only kill the ones that we actually need. In this case, it's brutes. Good, here we go. Sorry for the long riding. Let me grind through these guys. I think this is the better compound here. We would be going through the ogres. Not bad. We would be going through the ogres, so I was going to be another grind fest. I will do that off camera and give you a report afterwards. Okay, I think that here is interesting because that's the boss, Gormakdal, who we, by the way, also need to kill. Non-elite level 49. Packs quite a punch with his axe, but that won't help him. Yes, he never reached us. There you go. Done deal. Let's continue to kill his clan. Very good. So that's the last of them. We've killed quite a few. We're getting closer to the level up. To be fair, I directly wanted a little bit more experience here. Because the quests down here are level 50 and we're very, very close to 48. If we were 48, we would be much more in range for the mobs there. But we're going to find that out. So let's move over. Good, here we go. So first hubs, and there was a drop quest. Tuber's visible. I'm going to find that lying in some of the corpses. For now, all we need to do is just slay each of these guys. It's a pure kill quest. And down there, we do have 11 do. I think that was a pipe or something. I vaguely remembered it. These quests oftentimes find a situation where I needed to do those quests because somehow a little bit of experience was missing, and it was either this or a dungeon run. So yeah, those were typically the faster version, just to go through the quests. Alright, fast forwarding for you. Alright, we're done with all of the questing down here. I wasn't able to spawn Toga, waited there for a little bit, grinded some mobs. Well, the good news is we are level 48 now. Officially got our third point in improved Blizzard, so we can slow them down by 75%. That is crazy. We're going to trade in some quests and are then going to go for updated skills. And I think that's also a good point to call it. I believe we've done most of the stuff here. Not much more that we can do here. And then that's really it. We're going to go to the hinterlands next with 48. That is a good timing for it. I hope, as always, you enjoyed our little endeavor with Diaries of Death. If you did so, leave a comment and a like down below, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.